Right there. Just using the old filbert brush. Give him an arm. Bloop. Maybe he's got a friend. Lives right there with him. Who knows? Maybe he's got two friends. He's a popular little cactus. Shoot, maybe he's got a party going on here. Who knows? As I say, make up little stories when you paint. Shoot, that's what makes it fun. I'm going to take a little of that green color and just come down here and just go right over it so it has a little green flavor to it. And just make a little cad yellow, little sap green. There we go. Just something like so. Now then, we'll take some more of that. This is basically that lavender color I was using. And maybe there's some little bushes and stuff that live right along in here. Maybe there's a big bush lives right there by the cactus. That'd be a good place to live. Under this old cactus, there'd be a multitude of wildlife that lives in it. So it'd be a good place to see some beautiful scenes. Right there. Right there. Now then, take a little bit of our yellow ochre, cad yellow, little sap green, and let's come back in here and just pop in a few little highlights. I'm still using a little filbert. Today I'm just using a little filbert, but you use whatever brush works well for you. I'm liking it today. I'm gonna get a little of that bright red in there too. Heck, I gotta have a little sparkler here and there. Deserts have some gorgeous color in them sometime. It's like God had his paintbrush out and he just went crazy with color. You ever seen the desert after it comes a rain and everything lights up? Just lights up. That's got to be the most gorgeous, gorgeous thing. There, let's take a little, that blue and white, put in here. There, maybe there's a little bush that's about that color in there. I like that. I like that one. I like that one. Let's take a little bit of our soil colors, dirt color, whatever you want to call it. Put right under here. Something like that. Just need this dark so our light will show up on top of it. Look at there. Now then, let's take a little, we'll use some more yellow ochre and white. I like that one. Put a little of that in there. This painting has a lot of color in it. I didn't know it was going to have that much color when I started it, but now I like it. I like that. All right. Okay, let's go back into, we had some nice lavender color we was using here. Pop in another little bush. Maybe it lives right there. Let's put one on the other side too. Maybe there's one right in there. I don't know. If you think there should be one there, then there should be. We go back to our greens, little sap green, yellow ochre. Put a little of that here and there, like so. Clean off the old brush. I won't go back to that blue and white. I like that blue and white. It's a cool color amongst all these warm colors, so it sort of stands out. There, a little bit more of that. There, see it? It's just a nice, refreshing, cool little area in your painting. Now we'll just take the old knife. Let me clean it off. It's dirty. And just blend these areas together here, where they come together, something like so. There. Shoot, I think we're ready to take the contact paper off and see what we got. It looks pretty cute. So let's grab a hold of it, give it a little pull, and look at that. Isn't that a fantastic little scene? And it's very simple to do. You can do it. Take a little bright red, little paint thinner, right on the liner brush, and I think we'll sign this little painting. We'll sign it right here, because we can sign it anywhere we want. There we go. Since I have a very short name, it's no problem just to stick it right in there. And with that, I think we have a finished painting. I really hope you've enjoyed this one. Give it a try. I'd love to hear from you and know how you do with it. From all of us here, happy painting, and God bless, my friend. I
You see yourself trying like 20 years from now? Still together?
There's just no hole in.
Met her.
We'll put a little of that on our little fan brush. Just load it up. You can use the number 3 or the number 6 fan brush. It doesn't matter. Let's go right up in here. Maybe there's a little island back here. What the heck? Make up just little ideas, huh? Didn't matter. Just want to show the indication of something that's far, far away back here. Far away. There. We're not looking for a lot of detail. But now we want to have a reflection, so we'll pull a little bit of that color down too. Take our old brush, old 2-inch brush, grab that, give it a little downward pull, zip, go across. Gives us some instant reflections under there. And take a little bit of the liquid white, put it on the palette, least little touch of the bright red into it. Just to give it a little pinkish taste. Cut across, get our little bit of pink, lives right on the edge of the knife there. Then we can go up and we'll just cut in a happy little water line. Just a little separator. Just a little separator here. Now if you ever do a water line that you think is too bright, just clean your knife and go back and rub it. And it'll go away. It'll go away. You can rub it till it just totally disappears if you want to. Up to you. That worked pretty good. If it works good, let's do it again. Take that same color, except I want to add a little more of the dark sienna and maybe a little Van Dyke brown to it. I want to darken it slightly. As things get closer to you in a landscape, they should get a little darker. Okay? Now, maybe there's another little doer, little peninsula, whatever. The stick's right out here. This might be, maybe it's the half of another little island. I don't know. Don't know. It's your world. You decide what it is. Just lift upward, make it look like little distant trees and stuff that are growing back here. Pull down. Once again, we need that reflection. If you ever paint a little projection out into the water like this and it doesn't look right, it looks like it's floating on top of the water, way above it, chances are it just needs a reflection underneath it, and that reflection causes it to set down into the water. There. Come across. Once again, our little reflection. We'll come back in here, take a little bit of that liquid white that we had, and we'll put another happy little water line right in there. And you could make as many as these little islands or projections or peninsulas, whatever you want to call them, as you want. Or as few. Maybe you don't want any. It's up to you. Up to you. There's total freedom on this canvas. Here you can do anything that you want to do. Anything that you want to do. All right. Shoot. You know what? Maybe there's some more there. It's our world and we can do it if we want to. I'm going to use that same color. Only a little darker. I'm going to put a little alizarin crimson in it now. A little crimson. Ooh, that's nice. I like that color. So it's just basically the two browns, alizarin crimson, little white. Let me wipe off the knife. We'll just keep using this old fan brush. It's working pretty good. So if it's working, as my father used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. All right, and it's not broke. Let's go back up here. Maybe there's a big one, like this, only big, it's closer. So we'll use the brush this way and just tap down. You know, I got a little piece of film I want to show you today. It's so fantastic. You know, I love animals, and I work with animals all over the country. I'm just going to be doing this while we're looking. And animals have a special affection for children. And my young friends love animals. This is my friend Paul. And he lives right outside of Orlando. And his grandmother is Carmen Shaw, who's one of the animal rehab people. This young man, he is so cute. And this little baby raccoon he has here, isn't he precious? Paul and I sat and talked for quite a while, and he told me a lot about animals. This young fella, since his grandmother has worked with animals for many years, he's grown up literally around these animals. He knows more about animals probably than I do. And he has a special thing. He's inherited his grandmother's, well, I don't know, I think animals know when people really like them and they trust them. And this young fella has that. But isn't he cute? There. See, all I'm doing is just putting up some indications here of some trees. I want a little more detail in these than I had back here, so I'm using the brush this way, sort of vertical. Now then, I need some mist in there. We'll just take a clean brush, 2-inch brush, and tap. And tap. You could even put a little touch of white paint or a little white with maybe even a little yellow on your brush. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. It's easier to show. Take a little cad yellow, a little white, and you could tap that in to create a nice misty effect back here. See how it looks like mist laying there already? And then gently lift up. It just takes out the little tap marks and sort of blends it together. Now then, once again, as you know, we want to set in the water, we have to put a little reflection under here. You have to decide where it lives and put a reflection. Go across. There. Isn't that neat? Now I think, let me grab another fan brush. I have several of them going here. I think maybe we need some trees that are even closer. By putting all these layers in your painting, or planes as they're called, it helps create that illusion of depth and distance in your world. I'm just using straight Van Dyke, dark sienna, and alizarin crimson. And we're just mixing them together here, like that. Maybe a little more crimson. I like that little reddish hue. Okay, let me wipe off this old knife. Just clean him off. Now, once again, back to the old fan brush, loaded full of color. A lot of paint. A lot of paint. Don't be afraid of getting too much color in there.